There's a lot of things that happen down here that never ever get to the media. And it's very tragic to hear of somebody who has committed suicide. Mothers have committed suicide in a number of ways. The number of people that have died down here from overdose of drugs. These children know them. It was only the other day that the children came out of school and saw a dead body just outside their school. And a lot of the children would have known who that person was. And so regularly children wouldn't ever be exposed to that, but these kids are. And it's frequently they're exposed to these things. There are people in their lift wells and that are found shooting up drugs, vomiting, sick, and these children just see it all the time. They just step over them, and that's not fair. No child should be exposed to that. This affects these children's lives and their whole attitude towards life.
You see a lot of petty crime, but it's such a young age that this petty crime is happening. As the kids get older, you see that petty crime escalates, and they end up getting a record when they're so young. They get tangled up with the police, and they get such a bad reputation with the police, and it just escalates. You know, I attend quite a few meetings and hear what the different leaders in the community have to say, and the government ministers have to say, and all I hear them saying is basically there's a huge problem.
There's a lot of drugs and so much violence and crime, and the children of the inner city are exposed to these negative behaviour on a daily basis, and that's very disturbing.
I believe the answer is with the children, and to change a generation, it's going to happen by getting to the children and sowing quality time and quality effort into the young, so that as they grow up, that the statistics will change, the behaviour will change, and the next generation will be a whole lot better than what's happening right now. Operation Stitches targets the kids, and I believe that we really believe that the kids, if you get to them young enough, you can shape their mind, their thinking, and their attitude to society and attitude to issues that confront them. And as the kids grow up, it's not what comes at them, but it's how they deal with those issues.
And so we spend a lot of time just hanging out with these kids and building a trust, because there's a lot of trust that's been broken. There's a lot of hurt. There's a lot of disappointment. There's a lot of broken promises.
One of the guys, he got a combination lock and got it knocked out of his front teeth, and seeing how much hard their weeks have been, and just coming in here and it's just all gone, it's all lifted off, and they're just having so much fun and just loving life and really enjoying what they're doing, and for them feeling as though they're accomplishing something, then that makes me feel like everything that we're doing is worth it.
And so to build a relationship with them is really important, to let them know that who they are really does make a difference, and to also teach them to believe in themselves.
Well, they've taught me to say no to drugs, crime and violence.
Drugs, violence and crime.
Say no to drugs, violence and crime. Especially because I live in an area where I see that kind of stuff. So
you can see the impact that it's had on these kids' life and how it's changing, and they want to come to Operation Stitches. You used to see them at 7 o'clock, they're banging on the door, and you can really tell that they're eager to come in here to learn stuff. One kid said today, I want to learn some new manners.
You see in a lot of them, as they've hooked into Stitches, listen to what we've had to say and really start doing those principles of positive choices, we see that there does come a calmness in their life, and they seem to be a little bit more relaxed and a little bit more able to cope with their everyday life that they live in.
Why do we get involved with these children? I guess that answer is very, very simple.
I love kids, and I love seeing the change in kids. I love trying to empower kids.
We see gold in these children. They're beautiful children.
If you show love to them, they're going to be able to love others and love themselves.
We have just chosen to spend our lives down here with the kids of the inner city, with an attempt to make a difference. You know, if we can make a difference with a few children, that's our reward. If not us, well, who? And if not now, well, when? And if not here? In the inner city, well, where? We need to make a difference.